Welcome to Study Show, the show where we sometimes talk about fake photos. I'm Dan Brubaker. Manipulated photos can spread quickly on social media, and users, including journalists, often lack the tools and skills needed to distinguish between real photos and fakes. Take this Instagram photo of Trump. This is a rare case where we can see exactly how the photo was edited because the White House also posted the original on Flickr. Note the facelift, haircut, tummy tuck, crotch lift, and hand enlargements. Weird. Of course, Trump isn't the first president to use doctored photos. The Obama campaign famously promoted his tour through rural America by appealing to the population's, lighter side. While Bush billed himself as the leader who listens the goodest with this poster, and who can forget the original Clinton email scandal when this beauty was found in Bill's AOL drafts folder. Now, in reality, world leaders and others have doctored photos for decades. And while Trump's hand enlargements may seem harmless, fake photos can distort our perception of current events and history. Here's an actual fake photo of Mussolini. See if you can spot the edit. Oh right, you can't because he had the horse handler removed. Yeah, kind of a big difference when you're going for that macho dictator vibe. Like, he might as well be a kid on a carousel. To learn more about how we assess photos, one team of researchers showed these 6 photos to over 3,000 people. Each participant studied a single photo and then answered a few questions, giving the team a measure of each photo's perceived credibility. But the goal was to see how a photo's context affects our perception. So while the photos themselves remained the same, the researchers presented each one in 28 different mock-ups. They wanted to see if a fake photo becomes more or less credible if it's presented, say, within a BuzzFeed post on Facebook that's shared by Bill Gates, versus within a BuzzFeed post on Facebook that's shared by your everyday Mark Smith. Or what if instead of sharing a BuzzFeed photo on Facebook, Bill Gates is retweeting a New York Times photo on Twitter? The researchers also looked at whether we deem photos more credible if we see them on an organization's website versus an organization's social media account. And lastly, they altered how much people had engaged with the social media posts to see if that influences our perception. Can you imagine if this one was real, though? I mean, who needs Tom and Jerry? Meet Jom. I thought we were going to call him Terry, given that it's an actual... Jom is a name in Brazil. What, because we've got such a huge Brazilian viewership? The study found that when it comes to photo credibility, it doesn't seem to matter who published the photo or where you encounter it. It also doesn't matter how many people have liked, favorited, or retweeted it, or whether you're exposed to the photo by its primary source or by someone who's shared it. The subject of future research, what about a photo BuzzFeed posts and Bill Gates shares on Facebook that, get this, Beyoncé takes a screenshot of for her Instagram, which inspires Banksy to do this, which of course your Etsy-obsessed sister-in-law turns into an embroidery pattern, which actually makes it onto a BuzzFeed list of 17 crafty gifts at incredibly low prices. I mean, how would that affect the photo's credibility? That is an open question. But now the study did find a few notable correlations. Participants also answered some personal questions, and those who reported photo editing experience, greater internet skills, and high social media use were all more likely to catch photo manipulations. The researchers also found that your beliefs about a topic will likely influence your perception of related photos. This is classic confirmation bias. For example, if you think Trump has normal-sized hands, you probably didn't catch that he accepted a literal handout from some photo editors. Likewise, this photo might seem credible if you think Trump's more interested in science than in assaulting women. Full disclosure, that photo, not real. We added the speech bubble and the cat-mouse creature. And we also edited his hands. Why don't we just put up the original? There. Studies show that photos are easy to doctor, but luckily audio and video are pretty tamper-proof. I mean, otherwise my staff would have a
complete
field day. If you enjoyed this
mediocre at best
video, please
don't
like and subscribe.
I'm a loser.